and welcome to the F2 stream for the Bahrain season opener. My name is TR Sensation, I'm your host tonight. I do apologise about the lateness, I've been busy working with some Sky customers. Lovely way to spend the rest of your night, not going to lie to you. But yeah, here we are for the season opener, Bahrain F2. We've got a lot of people just jumping in, testing the water tonight. As you can see, we've got 16 drivers. Got a list with a 1:38.895 to start off. That's the P1 provisional pole time at the moment. Well, she's got Kieran still out there, Hubbard, Roro, Mumbledore's going for another lap as well. Matt's still in the pits, still got his time to go out there, still got another couple of minutes before the end of the session. But yeah, away we go. Again, apologise if you can hear a fan in the background. As you probably all know, it's been absolutely roasting today. It's currently about 30 degrees in my bedroom, even at this time, so the fan is needed. The Hubbard's on a fast lap, see how he gets on. Well, I'm going to say now for the stream tonight, I'll be honest, I'm not the greatest with the F2 team names. There is a lot of teams that I've never actually heard of, I'm completely honest. So I'll do my best. I'll may just end up going off colours, but I'm sure I'll learn over the next couple of weeks being your host for the streaming events going forwards. See Kieran's getting out of the way there before our Bumbles come through in the high-tech team. Doesn't improve on his time at all. And yeah, that's everyone done with the laps. I know Kieran's invalidated his lap, so there you go, there's the lineup for the race. First race might I add. Got a list P1 with a 1:38.8, very shy of 1:38.9. Harrison with a 1:38.991, just short of the 1:39 flat. Stygian P3 with another 39.1. Villages P4 39.3. Reno with a 1:39.5, topping up P5. Starting on the second driver on the third row, RSF1 Uzumaki with a 39.5. Make that a triple 5. P7 IRL Mats 21. He's pulled out a 1:39.8. P8, I'll lower your face with a 1:40.1. You got Roro with a 1:41 as well, very close between them two. Hubbard will be joining him on that line, and we'll get to the rest of them a bit later on. Yeah, I do agree with you there, Rose. A lot of the times, and drivers are. It is a big mix and match. There is fast drivers, there is slower drivers. That's for sure. Complete different tiers. I know, for example, Ross P2. Kieran P1 right there. I'm not sure if we've got any tier 3 drivers, I'm not too sure, I'll be completely honest. Let's have a look. I don't think there's any tier 3 drivers, unless Lower Your Face falls into that category, I'm not sure. I'm sure he's tier 2 though. Yeah, so where were we? P10, Hubbard, and again, I've talked too long, I've talked for too long, and now I'm going to have to go for the grid when we get into it. Okay, so first up we have the sprint race. Rose has just checked. Fatal Defiance is in tier 3, and someone's jumped the gun and started early. No 5-minute wait in this lobby. I wonder who that was. I don't actually know myself. Let's quickly jump onto the lineup just so we can get that done in the next 10 seconds. So Hubbard P10, Ross Plum P11, Kieran in P12, Fatal Defiance P13, 14 you got SF1 Crouchy, 15 Lord Bumbledore, and 16 Sweat Palm. So we'll see how this busy turn 1 plays out. I wonder, will there be a safety car lap 1, turn 1? There has been for the most part. That was the quickest start I've ever seen. Away we go. Oh, it's formation lap. I do apologise. Forget about these formation laps. It's been a long day at work. I've been in since 8 o'clock this morning. Only just finished, so apologise if I do talk a lot of rubbish. And we've had a DSQ. That's for Sweat Palm. Well, everyone's start warming the tyres. I don't know why Crouchy's so far back. Maybe he just wants that extra bit of space. Used to their own. See, the front pack's already driving away. I don't know why they're driving off so fast, but either way, warming the tyres up. One of the tier 1 drivers, Kieran, already apologised in the group chat for not liking these cars. Keep your head up, Kieran. You'll do some bits, hopefully. You're normally a fast driver, so show us what you've got. Rolled for the preview of Crouchy's race pace. Hey, you weren't too bad in the race the other day. Oh yeah, it was him who became P3 in the last race that I commentated last Thursday for the tier 1, for the tier 3 season opener. The opener for the whole entire SF1 map he had. But yeah. He got P3, ran a pretty consistent race with Moley. Let's see what he's got today, see if he can come from the back and push all the way to the front. Started at the front in that race. Let's see if he can do the reversal and smash it. Harrison, he's going to be a tough one to beat. Got a list, he's going to have to put his foot down if he's going to get away from Harrison. I know he's a very fast driver. I'm pretty sure he won the last race in Tier 1 for the F1. We all line up for the grid for the season opener of the F2. This first is the sprint race, then we've got the feature length race. So we line up. Let's get an eye at the front of the grid. Let's have a look at God a Lisp. So we can try and get a view of those red lights. So the 5 red lights, when they want to come out. And away we go. So he gets the better start. Got a list with a good start there, he's pulled away at the front. Is there going to be any contact? Got a 3 and 4 wide, doesn't look like anyone's off the track too far. Ross Plum cutting a couple of corners. Reasonably clean getaway. Cleanest start out of the whole SF1 league so far. Impressive. Well, this is going to try and push open this lead. There's a lot of 2 wide, 3 wide, left, right and centre in this grid. Cars all over the place. That's one going sideways. Who's that? Who's a Marquis sideways? Now at the back of the grid. Bilge's got a penalty, 5-second penalty, severe collision with Rayner. I wonder what's happened there. So you got Uzumaki, Bilge's, Rayner all dropped off the front of the grid so far. Now Bilge's must have contacted Rayner. He's got a 5-second penalty due to it. Uzumaki has seen high caught spinning around on the circuit. Apart from that, it's not been too bad for a start. Lap 1, it's been nice and clean. Get back to the front of the grid now. Hey Rhodes, if you don't mind, do me a favour since I know you're watching, just put a list of the team names in the chat for me just so I can keep resorting back to it, because the team names, I'll be honest, I don't know all of them. So I could just do that a little bit of extra hand. Got a race for the fastest lap. He's built up a bit of a lead in front of Stig and Harrison so far. They'll be looking to chase him down in the next coming laps. Already open up the second lead. Rain at 5 seconds leading in the pit lane. So he would have gained that 5 seconds on Bilges, but unfortunately he's been caught speeding. Oh, the yellow flag. Who's that for? Dumbledore. He's facing the opposite way. Yeah, let's have a look at this pack behind Rayner because it's quite close. I don't know what's happening with the timings. It's really glitching out. Apparently Rayner's at the front. Work that one out. So what's this? Not really too many battles happening, and it looks like Stig's making a move. Harrison's making a move on Stig. If I could see him. There we go. Oh, Harrison chasing Stig down in the BWT. See if we can get around the high tech. So far, it's showing everyone's moving up a position. It looks like the grid order's fixed itself now. Front three opening a big gap. There's a combined 3.5 seconds between them and Max. Hit that 2 seconds, should we say? Rayner, he's got a big mission to go for now. He's very far back at this moment in time. Let's try and have a look at these tyres. So Rayner jumps on the hard, so he'll be looking to go to the end. Goes to the end on these tyres then. That's for sure. Not sure if the tyre wear is too different in the F2. I know obviously with the F1 you could probably stretch these mediums about 20 laps if you're lucky, if you're not too bad on your tyre wear. I'm wondering if all these guys will actually need to make a pit stop. I'm assuming it's compulsory like it is normally, but with it being a sprint race I can see it not being. Let's have a look at what's going on here. So that's Kieran, binned it. Surprise, surprise. You said you weren't feeling up to these cars in the first place. I think it's finally showed its course. So yellow flag, don't know if it's a safety car or a virtual. It's just a blank screen for a minute. Okay, see if we can try and hide the UI, get it to come back on. No, still don't know what's going on. So we've either got a safety car or a virtual, one of the two. Looks to be like more of a virtual because there's no safety car coming out onto the track. So a virtual safety car for Kieran, isn't it? We're making an early start. Under VSC at this moment in time. And to wonder how long this is going to last for, this VSC. It's one of the longest VSCs I've ever seen. And here we go. Oh, Uzumaki makes the move on Crouch here. Oh, it's that one on the mini-map. Nice, he's got there in front of Crouchy, and Uzumaki's tucked in. Crouchy's tucked in behind him. And that's Ross Plum, like the Alfa Romeo teammate. He's also struggling on this sector. Oh, and that's another yellow flag. Who's this? Is our Sweat Palm. He spun it as well. We'll have to keep an eye on this back section. Got Elizabeth starting to get a lead. He's got 2 seconds up. He's the reigning F2 champion from the F1 side of things. Not the F1, the VFL side. Bumbledore met by his teammate near the back of the grid. Sweat Palms making a move over Ross. trying to think if Ross got any damage. Or his tyre's just that melted. And that's right in her face. Facing the other way for a moment or two. Crouchy going slow. I think he's got a bit of damage on his front wing. Yeah, he's missed his left end plate. Defiance taking a very unorthodox line. Oh, he's got a puncher. Beetle's got a puncher. Very unlucky for him. I'm assuming that's what's happened with Crouchy. I'm assuming they've had a bit of contact and he's been. Oh, his race has been really done by the game here. 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. He's just trying to avoid collision. That's all he's trying to do, Gabe. Come on. The bit I'm finding a bit strange here with Crouchy and Defiance both coming in is the fact it's Crouchy's left end plate and it's also Defiance's left front left. It's his front left. That's got a puncher, so not sure what's happened there. D looking to make the move and I'll lower your face. Yeah. You sure the Red Bull teammates? 100% off the top of my head. Harrison's getting still in that 2-second gap of Lisp. He's not too far behind. You've got Stig following him very closely, 4 tenths following. Not really too much action happening around. I say that. Ross Plums looks like he's got a better exit. Sweat Palm, no. Sweat Palm's got back in front. Close little battle here. But he's still very, very close all over your face. Looking to make a move onto the next straight, the DRS zone. That's Harrison and Stig jumping in the pits. Got the list pushing it out on the mediums. Again, Roro, a lower your face in the pits. Hopes carries on. Same with Max. Interesting to see what these two do. Both carrying on. Ross is going to look to make this move into turn 1 now. Close enough. He's done it on the outside. It's going to be close. Very nice clean overtake there. Over and done with. He's going to have a go with him on the back of this straight though. Cheers. He's got that 5-second penalty. I'm pretty sure he didn't come into the pits in the first place, so he's still going. Really, anyone close? It's quite a muddled up grid. And who's that? Uzumaki off again. He's getting near the front of the grid and then he loses it on that horrible chicane. Ends up in the wall. Luckily, he's still going on that gear. Thankfully, he's still got a pit stop to make, Uzumaki, so he's not going to lose out on too much time if he does have any front wing damage. Wait on that line. Sweat Palm right on the back of Ross. Got to lower your face battling Roro a bit further back as well. At this moment this grid's separated by groups of 2 mostly. Got a list just leading out front. Who's now jumping in for his pit stop. Same with Hubbard, same with Mats. Mats 5-second speed in the pit lane. These people, I wonder, I bet there's a hazard on the road. The amount of people getting traffic tickets, speeding tickets. I bet they're all skint. As Sweat Palm takes the lead, even though he's yet to make a stop, so if the Wastri's made his pit stop, he's going to be dropping back some time. Hell of a lot of people in the pits. Got a list, comes out P2. Stig has now made the move over Harrison. He's now in front of Harrison. There's your net P1, 2 and 3 right there. That's in P4. Or effective P4, shall we say. Once Sweat Palm eventually comes in from his pit stop. Rayner's done very well though. He's after his pit stop, he's now jumps onto the back of Crouchy. If you remember at the start of this race, Rayner has had a couple spins. He's also been barged off the track by Bilges, who's now served that penalty. So he's now on a recovery. So we'll see what we can do on them hard tyres. Everyone else does have fresher tyres than him, and they've all just pitted. He literally pit on lap 1 and 2. Harris trying to make the move on Stig still. Thing is, these F2 cars, they're all equal to pace. I know obviously you're on equal performance when you're in the other cars, but and obviously everything is still equal. But these cars, they are very slidey. Put the throttle down a bit too much sometimes, that back end is going for a good spin, and chances are you'll be facing the wrong way, which a lot of these drivers have been doing tonight so far. But so far it's been nice and clean. That's another 5-second speed in the pit lane. So guys, basically you all need to start slowing down into the pits. There's too many people getting these 5 seconds at this moment in time. Yellow flag. Who is that? That's Crouchy. Crouchy's now facing the wrong way. Now he's back on track. Rayner's now got that move done. Now we're chasing on to Fatal Defiance, trying to catch up to Damaki and Bumbledore. Making a move on Bilges. Let's have a quick gander at them as we can. Good little battle between them. Bilges sliding in behind. And that sweat palm in the wall. Yellow flags. Bahrain is claiming many souls today. A lot of people facing the wrong way. Oh, is the speed too soon? Bumbledore hit the wall, lost it on the chicane. That's our second victim on that exact same corner now. Both Kieran and Bumbledore. That sweat palm losing it on the couple corners beforehand as well. So that's 2 people in one section, and we got a safety car. See what the front 3 look to do now, since there's a big gap behind them. Wouldn't be surprised if the mediums came back out or not. I know they're all only just made the pit stops, but interesting to see what happens. Blish stays out. Harrison comes in. Stick stays out. Harrison comes in. See if the others come in or not. Matt stays out. Roro, below your face, and Hubbard all stay out. Harrison's not lost a good few positions. There you go, we'll see if he'll get you out in front of Bilges. Will Bilges catch up? Oh, Uzumaki was about to make a move then. And no, they both jumped Harrison. This is a dream come true for Rayner right now. He's going to come into the pits, get on some fresh tyres. Another fast driver, P1, P2 for Harrison and Rayner on Sunday for Tier 1 drivers. No surprise to see the safety car. I mean, 2 people binned it on the same sector, so a lot of debris to clean up for the stewards. Good bit of fun for them guys. Crouchy's got an awfully long drive to catch back up though, I'll tell you that. Safety car's possibly come at a bad time for him as well. He just come in and pit, and then the safety cars come out and just obviously. Now everyone's got to drive down really slow. Got a lift, 3-second time penalty. I wonder how that's going to play into effect with Stig and Harrison. Although Harrison's now dropped back, but he's on fresher and faster tyres. We're still very spread out at this moment in time. People are still catching back up. Crouch has managed to jump Rayner, so it's not worked out too bad. He's got his position back, so it's not all bad for Crouchy. Have a quick check at the pen, shall we? Bilges had a 5 second. Rayner in the MPs had a 5 second. Fatal Defiance, 10 seconds. That is really going to harm him. I can see him getting that removed. All he was doing is waiting outside to... it's basically just to let people get past safely, and he's been penalised for it. So, Fatal, make sure you have a look at the stream, lad. There's a clip on here for you to use for it, Paul. But yeah, Harrison, 5 second penalty. That's why he came into the pits under safety car, to get rid of that 5 seconds, which he's done now. So, IRL Matt's 5 second, Bumblebee 5 second, irrelevant now. He's not in the race anymore. Same with Sweat Palm. And the others. And yeah, he's just got a less 3 second penalty. Do you feel bad for Fatal though? He's really has been penalised just for being safe. Who'd have thought penalised for being safe? Imagine there'll be another lap on the safety car, try and let these stragglers catch up. Got some work to do now, Harrison, though. He's got to get past Stig and get past Catalyst, but first of all, he's got to get past half the grid. So we'll see how he makes work of them guys. Yep, so we've got another lap on the safety car. Fingers crossed some of these guys at the back can catch up by then. Really hope it works out for Rayner and Crouch here. They have been in the wars today. Been facing the opposite way a good few times, so fingers crossed they can catch up to the back of the safety car and enjoy the rest of the race. There is only another 5 laps, so it's going to be good wheel-to-wheel action hopefully when we set off again. Getting a lot of action, Bert, in the SF1 League, that's for sure. He's been driving that Mercedes around that track an awful lot. Does look very nice, that new safety car though. Gotta admit, the red safety car looks nice and looks cooler than the silver one that we used to have. Wouldn't mind one of them myself, not gonna lie to you. There's now Ross, Plum and Fatal have now caught back up to the grid. Crouchy's not too far behind. I reckon Rayner will probably get back to the grid by the time we get round to the start. Maybe if not, just be a little bit short of it, that's all. So, hopefully last lap of the safety car, maybe one more, we'll see. And the safety car's coming in this lap, so Rayner, Crouchy, get your foot down, get caught up to this grid. Otherwise you're going to leave yourself with a hell of a do. This is doing you both a favour here, slowing this grid down. Fingers crossed no one runs into the back of each other. As Crouchy now joins the grid. Imagine Rayner's just going to burst it down this line, down this last straight, and join on the back of the grid. See how he gets on. No warming the tyres up, he's been doing that all lap anyway. And got Elizabeth off. He's not too far behind, only 3 seconds. Let's see if he can catch up himself there. And he moves into turn 1 at all. Not at all. Very clean takeoff from the exits from the safety car. Although your face already opened up a second gap between him and Hubbard. Hubbard not with the greatest start of the world. Uzumaki lagging all over the place. Harrison went in front, went behind, now he's in front. He's staying there. It's one to watch for certain. He's going to be one of the fastest drivers to try and get through everyone in this race. He's going to be cutting through all those medium drivers. Getting past all these hards. Should make light work of them. He's building that second gap. Remember, he's got 3 seconds, so as long as Stig can stick within that 3-second gap, he's got that P1 position. Max again, he's got a penalty as well. I'm pretty sure that one was from the pit stop, so that's a 5-second. So he really does need to put his foot down now. Rayner's already cut that gap from 3 seconds down to 1, so he's doing very well himself. Harrison with a purple sector P2, sector 2, not P2. Again, I apologise if I do muddle a lot of my words up today, guys. I am very, very tired. I have been up since 8 o'clock this morning working, and I have just now finished, just at the start of this at the end of this qualifying. Harrison going to look to make the move. Slightly better traction than Hubbard there, although Hubbard's right on the back of Aloe faces. He makes the move up the inside into turn 1. Might open up an opening for Harrison to join in the fun here. Still going side by side. And he's made the move, he's got it done. Got Harrison practically pushing Hubbard through that corner. Trying to follow him through. Great little battle from these three here. Oh no, Olivia Face has lost out to the both. A very good move from Harrison and Hubbard. Well done to the both. Very nice and tidy. No damage whatsoever on either of them. That's what we'd like to see. Is there any other action happening so far? Oh, I think Belgium's going to make the move here on Uzumaki. Oh, I thought he got the better exit. No, he didn't. Although Rena, right at the back. 2 tenths on the back of Croucher. Harrison right up Hubbard's shuff as well. And we should see a DRS. We should have one more lap without a DRS. Then we'll start seeing people making use of that. Stig's got back a little bit closer to this begun. Michael clearly driving better than he speaks. Love to see it. He has got a point to prove. He's like I said, he's the F1 champion for the VFL side before we came over to SF1 during the mid-season break between the new F1s. Oh, is that an overtake I see in the background? It is that. That's Hubbard with Harrison. Harrison's now made the move on Hubbs. Very nice. He's a man on a mission today, Harrison. He's got that 5-second penalty. He's trying to build his way back up into the podium positions. He's got another 2 or 3 laps to do so. 2.5 laps. We'll see how he gets. See how he finishes. Stig looking very well for that P1 position. He's already right on the back of the list as it is. Never mind before the penalties. Max, he is definitely going to drop out if he still has that penalty, which is at 5 seconds, which was 4 speed in the pit lane. To him, but he's doing a very good job at the minute. He's got a 3-second gap behind, so he's not going to lose too much. See if he can keep building that lead. Oh, I do apologise. He's 3 seconds behind Stig, not 3 seconds behind him. So Lisby's going to keep that beat. He's going to at least stay on the podium, that's for sure. I think Stig's going to get that position back, unless anything drastic happens towards the end of the race. I am aware of the signal quality. It looks absolutely appalling in this stream right now. Don't know why. Had a bit of Wi-Fi off on the phones around me. Harrison with the fastest lap. Stig's still right on the back of Lisp. We see another penalty given out. Let's see if it was that far. I didn't quite catch that one. Trying to fix this bit of a Wi-Fi issue. Oh, no, there wasn't a warning. Right, okay. Never mind. Alright then. Like I said, guys, I am aware about the screen quality right now. I'm trying to go over 1 minute. There we go, a bit better for you guys. Not perfect, but it's better. Stig now, he's making the move, is he? He's a 10th behind, 2 tenths. Still right on the back of Lisp. Harrison's now right on the back of Mats as well. They don't get any closer. He's gonna try and go around the outside. No, he's just pushing through the corner. We're making this move on the straight more than likely. Stig will have a go at Lisp on this next straight as well. Onto this penultimate lap as well. This has been a pretty decent race so far. Only 3 people missing. Stig takes the inside route for perspective P1. He's made the move stick nice and easy. Lisp isn't going to fight it. You don't want to lose too much time on Roro behind him. Again, Harrison made the move again. He's getting close to get that podium position. He's got another 1.5 seconds to try and get in. I don't think he's going to do it though. P4 may be the top for him to get today unless he can get past Roro. Oh, and he's just done it as I was saying it. Fair play. Could someone please let me know whether the stream connection is still decent or whether it's gone back to how it was before? And I've now turned all the device stuff around me in the room, so fingers crossed it should be a little bit better. So on the final lap now, Stig, he's got that P1 from Lisp. Lisp is just going to coast to the end, make sure he maintains that 3-second lead to Harrison, although he's cutting that gap down quick. Any final moves? Got Mats right on the back of Roro there as well. And into the final corner. Crouchy, oh, he's binned it again. He's had a mare on that corner today, that man. And Stig takes P1 in the first race of the F2 calendar. Harrison comes along the line in P3, got a list P2. Mats P4 for the time being, Hubbard's took it. Roro P5, although he faced P6, Rayner P7, Mats P8, Bilges, oh he dropped down to P10, Uzumaki works out P7, and then here comes Crouchy at the back, P13, over the line, and away we go. So that's been the sprint race. I do believe there's another race to follow. What's today so far? Hubbard D driver of the day. Anyone in the chat, if you're watching, do feel free to put a driver of the day in there, and we'll get it put out there to the group, to the guys. Yeah, Fatal, I've seen it, mate. I caught that on the stream. Have a look back and have a look at it yourself. It did seem a bit like it stung you a bit of hard. It wasn't fair, put it that way, to say the least. Wasn't a fair 10-second penalty, but completely honest. He was getting out the way, making sure you weren't in trouble, and then it's just gone bad to worse for you, lad. But yeah, winner, Stig, P1, got a lift. P2, he ended up there on track anyway, but he did have a 3-second penalty. P3, Harrison, in front 3 for the majority of the race. Obadi's done very well, he's got himself back from the P10, back up to P4, so that's very well done for him. Roro again, P9 up to P5, nice improvements there. Some very solid racing from the guys today, so fair play. Yeah, we'll move on to the next race. Harrison with the fastest lap, gets some 2 points there as well. Oh, sorry, that was the feature race. I was told the sprint race was happening first. I was wondering why it was so long. So next up, we've got a sprint race, and I believe that's a 5-lapper. And I wonder, are we going to wait the 5 minutes this time, or are we just going to go straight away? Stig's left the session. No, like I said, Fatal, we did notice it. I was watching you at that moment in time. I seen you getting out of the way of the cars. It does seem like it was a very rough decision for the game to give you, that's for certain. I'd just get that sent into the stewards if I was you. Stig having to remind people there's 2 races because half the people are going because, well, Stig's race is turned off, saying there's 2 races and other people have already left as well. Fingers crossed people wait and they don't start the race straight away, so these people can also get back into the lobby. So, as we wait to go into the sprint race. Fatal defiance, I was almost stopped so I could get into the pit because my front left went bang start of sector 3. Yeah, I seen that happen to you as well. Was that because you came into contact with another car, or was that you just got a puncture, simple as that? So what it looked like is that Crouchy came into collision with you, but we couldn't actually see the collision. We just seen 2 cars injured. Could this be a lobby restart? Wondering what's happening at this moment in time. Roro's back in. Right, Crouchy, we're nowhere near you, his tyre let go. Right, so it's just a genuine puncher, so I'm assuming the mediums mediums aren't the greatest tyre. You know, a lot of people went a lot further on those hards, but they are faster, those mediums, around this circuit, that's for sure. Okay, so looks like we are waiting for someone to press A. Stig's back in, Roro's back in. It is now down for someone to press A so that they can jump into the car. Okay. Ooh, so there's a bit of knowledge for you guys. Fatal Defiance mediums were dying after 5 laps. So the set you were on finished at 76% tyre wear. So yeah, no wonder they punctured. I don't know if it's I've heard 60% now is like the puncture limit. You can end up around 60%, and then from on there onwards you have puncture territory. Well, it used to be 75%. So away we go for the formation lap. Sweat Palm disqualified once again in the formation lap. Why? I do not know. I said, this will be a quick race. This one, it's the sprint. It is a 12-lap race. I was thinking it was going to be a bit shorter, if I'm completely honest, but 12 laps. Fingers crossed we don't get a safety car, and let's hope for some more clean racing. Very good race last time out. Rainer started in P1 this time, so fingers crossed he can just drive off from the beginning this time. Uzumaki's lining it up on P2. All over your face P3. Uaro P4. Obadi P5. Harrison in P6. Got a list P7. Stig P8. IRL Mats P9. In 10th you got Bilges. 11th Frost Plum. Failed Defiance P12. SF1 Crouchy P13. Lord Bumbledore 14. Sweatpalm with another disqualification in 15th, and 16th you've got Kieran. I'm not sure if Kieran actually came back into the race. I've never actually seen Kieran join the lobby again. Same with Bumbledore. I feel like we've got a few AI cars around. Yep, so that's one AI. So yeah, so you got 3 AIs. So one of them AIs is another driver who's that. So it's so I think that's Stig. I think that's Stig's car at the back there. As we get set for the first few lights to go out. Very nice sounding from these F2 cars at this moment in time, and the signal's going funky again. Why oh why is the signal going funky? I have no idea. And the lights out, and away we go. Uzumaki gets the better start than Reina. He's took the inside line, and he's just covered it off. Plenty of moves and overtakes as lower your face goes up the inside. Looks like he's not sure what's going on here. Reina, all over your face, that looks incredibly suspect. I must say, I don't know what's going on there. It looked like he was having a fight over the track. God knows what they're doing there, but either way, we carry on. Ross Plum's making moves inside. Roro has left the session. Assuming that's another disconnection. Oh, as Bilges goes up the back of Harrison. Oh, that's not got damage for either one of them there. And that's Reina in a wall, DNF. Unfortunate for him. He's had not the greatest nights tonight, Reina. I know he's a very fast driver in the F1 cars. F2 is working on for him today. Uzumaki, he's getting a decent lead. Got a list done well there already. Got himself into P2. We hope he rides up his chuff. Although there will be some damage somewhere along the lines, because I know a couple of people have had a very, very scrappy start to say the least. I did just witness Bilges come into contact with someone, and he's just drove into a wall to get damage, and he's now got a 10-second pen. It's very strange driving around tonight. Not having any comments on that. I'll leave it all to the stewards at the end. Yeah, a couple people ghosting around the circuit. People making overtakes. You got one right here. You got Uzumaki making a move on Rauchi, I think it is, or is it Bumbledore? Bilges retired from the session. Lower your face is coming to the pits as well. Probably got damage on that turn 1 incident at the start. And the lobby's gone up and down. What is going on? So you got a list right at the back of Uzumaki, all over your face, in the pits, showing P1, in his dreams, he's right out of the back, on his own, all the way back there now. But that was after some contact with Reina, and I think the other one was Uzumaki. I'm not 100%, I think it was the man.
As the front three have now built up a gap, there's a good little battle here between Stig, Mats and Harrison. Also you got Sweat Palm catching up to the back of there as well with Fatal Defiance. Four man with Ross leading it. There we go, back to correct. It's now lap 2, as the game should have known from the start. Uzumaki's driving very well, got a list right on the back of him as well, within the DRS zone as well. The DRS is now activated. Oh, you got Harrison up making it free wide into turn 1. Oh, Harrison's letting them both have it for the time being, as Matt catches the back end of Stig and goes for half a spin. Very unfortunate for him. Sweat Palm's now jumps in, same with Fatal Defiance, as Harrison now jumps in the back of Stig instead. And that's how low your face is. He's only just come out of the pit lane, just come out, and he's lost his part of his wing again. That's his right end plate that he's missing now. No, Uzumaki's not pit. I think he's been for a spin, and he's no longer anywhere near the lead. Got a list with a 2-second gap between him and Hubba D. If someone could just quickly confirm to me in the chat whether the screen quality is actually any good, I don't know, because on my spare screen that I've got in front of it just shows the 2 good. So can someone let us know in the chat? Scarlett makes a new fastest lap and just starts clearing up that gap. It's still now 2 seconds. Got Ross Plum behind 2 seconds behind Hubba D. Although he faces now being lapped by the entire grid, it really does feel bad for him. He's going to be saying that he needed a safety car, but it's not really going to help him out too much. Harrison making the move on Ross now, up the inside. It's going to now be free wide going into the hairpin at the top of the hill. As Harrison takes the lead, Ross Plum sits in behind. He's coming back for some more though, Ross. Right behind him. Great battling from these guys here. Got a list, driving off into the distance, all alone. Nice and chilled. Hubba D, again, nice and chilled out behind him. Nice, he's dropped half a second to list, now it's now 2.5 seconds. He's maintaining that 2-second gap behind him though. Hubba D's still 2 seconds in front of Harrison. Harrison's gaining a little bit, but now he's got a bit of open ground. He's going to be hunting Hubba D down as fast as possible. Ross Plum's hoping to not let him go, Stig's hoping to stay quite close as well. There's now a good little battle between Fatal Defiance, Sweat Palm and Mats, with Uzumaki jumping onto the back of that. Sweat Palm tries to go around the outside, but it's not going to work on Fatal right there. So we've got a battle of the teams. You've got High Tech and you've got the Carlin team. So let's see what happens. Oh, and Sweat Palm has just caught the curb and just gone for a twirl. So that was a very unsafe rejoin. Sweat Palm. Oh. Druids, have fun. You're gonna have a lot to have a look at. As the front three are now battling with these fastest laps. Harrison's cut that gap down by half a second to Hubba D, making those gains. Ross Plum, he's now dropped. I think he must have gone for a spin. He's now behind everyone. He's now behind Stig, Mats, and Defiance. And who's that? Stig. Stig has now had a spin. He's now joining back onto the track. So you know, I'm glad I don't drive these F2 cars because they look like a big bundle of fun, not gonna lie to you. Everyone's driving off the track left, right and centre. It's like a demolition. Join with Ross Plum again onto the back of that group. Fatal, Mats, and Uzumaki. Ross has a shake of the back end there, loses a bit of time. Stig now on the back of Crouchy. Got Liz speeding away now. It's 3.3 seconds now. As now Harrison jumps onto the back of Hubba D now. See if he's going to be making the overtake in the next 2 straights. We'll try and get as close as he can on this straight, get around to the DRS, and just hopefully fly past Hubba D. That's what he's looking for right now. Stick with him and see if he gets it done. No, Uzumaki's definitely going to be making the move on Fatal on this straight. I just wonder whether Harrison's going to take that P2 spot after another fastest lap. Is he going to make the move? Yes, he is. Up the inside. But he just lets him take the position. No point fighting that one. Is he going to try and come back? No, he's not. As Uzumaki makes the overtake on Defiance. Very up and down race. He's now coming back. His connection seems to be a lot better this race. So whatever he's done, whether he's effort cabled that, whatever he's done, it's doing the job. From what I can see anyway. There's Roro, Crouchy battling side by side over the hill, up into the airpin. Brilliant little group, look at that, 5 people all battling together. Oh, there's one ghosting his way through, that's all over your face. I think. Yeah, it's all over your face. Trying to unlap himself. Oh, there's Roro, clips the curb, off he goes. All over your face, trying really hard to try and unlap himself from these guys. All gonna be in it's not really gonna help him out too much in the end, because like I said, you still gotta go around the track again and overtake again to stand a chance of getting past some of these guys. There's Roro overtakes Sweat Palm. Let's have a look a bit further on the grid. Fatal on the back of Uzumaki, trying to get that position back from him. Ross Plum's picked up a 3-second, the only penalty so far this race. And who's that off the track again? Oh, it's Bumbodo this time. Left out in the first race, having a bit of a wiggle on the back end there. Still going, kept it going. So Crouchy now lets Aloe Facials unlap himself, get out of that ghost. And he pushes on from here. Stick flies up the inside of Croucher. Croucher taps him on the back end, but Stick's going to make that move. Stick, nice and easy does it. Harrison's now made that move on Hubba D. He's a P2. Oh, he's going to try and just stick onto the back of him. They've made up such a big gap between P3 and P4. 7.2 seconds now, as Bombodor has crashed out on that corner after just spinning. Bear in mind, so his tyres are melting at this point. He has just overheated them tyres after spinning, and unfortunately he's hit a wall. Not a mental one, but a physical one. And that's a safety car. I wonder, will we see anyone pitting now? There's only 5 laps to go, and there's a safety car. She's now going to wait to collect the drivers in Sector 1. There's an 8.5 second gap between Hubba D and Matt. So got a list right now. He's got about what 13-14 seconds to make a pit stop if he decides to. Everyone's going to get bunched together anyway, thanks to the safety car. So we'll see what happens. See if they go for it. And no, Carlos stays out. To be fair, I can't see anyone coming in. There's only a couple of laps to go, and it would be meaning you've got to battle for position once again. All the front runners still staying out. I think everyone's gonna make that move to stay out. Oh, you've got Lower Your Face and Stig in the pits. Anyone going to join them? No. So they'll join onto the back of the safety car once they've had their pit stops. You see Stig's back in front of Lower Your Face, thankfully for him. Lower Your Face, he's now a lap behind and behind everyone on the safety car. So it's a long claw back for him, which just isn't viable. He's 2 minutes 14 seconds behind the leader. It's just gone from bad to worse for him. Good on the lad though, he's finishing the race. He's not just dropped out like a lot of people normally would do. When you get into this sort of situation, it is a killer to carry on driving. But either way, he's carrying on like a good lad. Could have retired a long time ago, but he wants those points. And he's going to get some. Roro makes a complaint in the chat about people, about ghost drivers driving through people. It's been an ongoing thing that it's happened in a couple of practice races. It is starting to hopefully stop soon, but people just want to overtake and get on laps. When they've been lapped, it is the worst feeling in the world. There's nothing worse than being lapped and then not being able to get your positions back. So I can see why they do it, because you are ghosted, but gotta think, if it's a real race, how are you getting past? Oh, and Sweat Palm's binned it again. 2 laps, 2 races in a row. Both Bumbledore and Sweat Palm have seen their demise. So Uzumaki, the only still going. So at least one of the high-tech drivers is still in the race, I believe. I may be completely wrong. Nope, ART Grand Prix driver. And you got Sweat Palm at the ART as well. So his teammate's still going. Stig still going in the high-tech. And it's just Bumbledore who's gone out as well. Like I said guys, at the start of this race, I'm not the best for the names of half of these teams. It's just a matter of, well, I'll get them eventually, I'll learn them. I am here for hopefully the foreseeable future on these commentaries on the Wednesdays. Don't know whether we'll be having back for a co-host, we'll find out later in the season. Hopefully we get some more drivers as well. A lot of these people, like I said, are just reserves for the time being. They want to test the waters, see if they like it. So fingers crossed we get some people who do want to carry on as a driver in the F2 League. As Roro's pit, now he's at the back of the grid. Still, at least he's not last. He's still not going to be last, but he's only in P12. He'll be P12 now. Sweat Palm's out. Actually, no, it won't. It'll be P11. Aloe Face just seemed to overtake where Sweat Palm crashed. Lost Plum, the only one with a penalty. That's going to play a massive effect on him now, since a lot of people cannot do as many overtakes. He's going to need to try and get to the front as quick as possible and then start making as many overtakes as possible. And try and just build that gap. I mean, he's got 3 seconds. It is possible. He can gain some good time, and if he can get a good run, get some overtake people in the right positions. But it's not looking too great for the lad. Got a lift, so he's going to be battling with Harrison to keep that lead. It's going to be a final 3-lap fight to take that victory. Safety car still not coming in. Still got another lap on the safety car to get Roro back on the back of the grid. So we're only going to get 2 laps of racing. So things are getting worse and worse for Ross. Better and better for Lisbon, Harrison and Hubbardie at the front. We've only got a couple of laps to spend racing and try and maintain them podium positions. Stig making a move on Kieran in the under safety car. I'm pretty sure Kieran is an AI, so he will be affecting Stig. I'm just whether the game's driving through it. Fingers crossed, safety car will be in this lap, and we'll be on away we'll be going. Fingers crossed. So for Harrison and Lisp, if he can maintain this position, that's 2 podiums in both the races tonight. So very well, very good racing for them 2 tonight. Stig, not had the greatest of races in the sprint tonight, but as he loses that position to Kieran again, I'm not sure whether Kieran's joined the game and overtaken him anyway, or whether he's just giving that position back. But hopefully he's just giving the position back like he should be doing. Yeah, so there's confirmation, safety car in this lap. He's now going to take control of the grid, slow it right down so he can warm his tyres up and then set off when he pleases. So you get ready for Liz to get us underway again for the last 2 laps. We've got the penultimate lap and the final lap. Let's see for some good racing in these last two laps of this race. They're making a move on Roro a bit prematurely. Harrison right at the back of Liz. They're both swerving all over the place trying to break that slipstream. Matt's right at the back. Stig, 5-second penalty. I'm assuming that's for overtaking Roro before the race had been resumed. I did see that move get made. Yeah, Matt's on the back of Obedy. Harrison right on the back of Lisp as well. Doesn't look like there's any moves being made throughout the grid at this moment in time. Yeah, Lisp and Harrison just driving off into the distance as they were beforehand. There's already opened up almost a second up behind Harrison with Obedy. 8-10, it's just short of 9. The question is though, got a Lisp, can he maintain this lead? Got one more lap after this to go, but he's got Harrison right up behind him, and he ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Again, still no battles really happening throughout the grids. Everyone's just sort of coasting towards the end of this race. People are going to be making some of the dive bombs in the next lap, more than likely. Fingers crossed there's no more collisions today, and we can drive the rest of this race safely. Every single unorthodox line just to try and break that toe. Harrison's staying right on the back of him purely because he can't get around without that DRS. He's just got to rely on that traction. Look at him side to side. As Harrison makes his move up the outside, this leaves the room. So we're going to try and cut back on him. Very close racing from these guys at the front. It's awfully close. Ross Plum's finally made the move on Crouchy. Same with Stig. Stig's made the move on Crouchy as well. As Crouchy takes yet another spin. It's been a bad week for the lad. Fingers crossed he has a good race tomorrow and it cheers him up a big bunch. Ross now on the back of Fatal Defiance, looking to make a move. He goes up the inside. What a move. Done it. Crouchy. How the hell have you got over there, lads? I'm not gonna point any fingers, but there's no way you just end up over there somehow. But yes, Ross makes a move on Fatal Defiance. Got Harrison on this last lap. He's dropped off a little bit to Lisp, allowing Hubbard to catch up a little bit. His Fatal Defiance still right up on Ross. He's very, very close. Under 100th of a second behind him, man. Hoping to keep on to that lead just for this last corner. Only a little bit more to go. If Harrison can get the better exit here, though, he may bite back. Oh, it's going to be close. And yeah, Lisp is going to keep that win. So well done to Lisp. He's got 2 podiums. Same with Harrison, 2 podiums tonight. So Lisp wins P2, Hubbard P3. Matt's coming all across the line in P4. Uzumaki P5, 6 is, I will tell you in a moment. Driver of the day, Kieran. He wasn't even in the race. So, Codemasters, what have you been watching? So yeah, well done Lisp, with a win, Harrison P2 and Hubbard P3. I'm not going to be doing no winner winners circle in the group chat tonight. The overall winners for tonight got Lisp over the both races. If it'll let me start clicking around. Yeah, so over the course of both races, Lisp takes the win tonight, 37 points gained. Harrison in second, Pete with 31 points gained, with 2 fastest laps, very fast indeed. Stig with his P2 in the first race, and then he's not really getting any points in the second one. Oh no, he won the first race, I do apologise, so that's P3 for Stig. 4th, Hubbard, 2 very consistent drives, gaining 22 points. Uzumaki P5 with 12. Boro in 6th with 10th, joined by Max also with 10. Aloia Face overall 8th with 8 points. 9th, Rayner with the MP's Motorsport. He did crash out in the second race tonight, unfortunately, so that's 4 points for him. Fatal Defiance in 10th with again 4 points. Ross Plum 11th with 2 points. Bilges 12th with 1 point. Kieran with 1 point, and at the back with a big fat 0, Crouchy, Sweat Palm, and Bumbledore. Well, yeah, that's been the race for tonight, guys. Very well done to Lisp, Harrison, and Stig for 2 very good races, topping out the podium position for the time being. Hubbard, very consistent as usual. He's got P4 and P3, so very well done to him. But yeah, that's been us tonight, guys. That's been the F2 Racing League in SF1. Hope you've all enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next Wednesday for the second race.